Hey, what is going on, you guys? Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video, and today we're playing a game I have not played in many years, and that is Skyrim. Now, this is vanilla. It has no mods. Then I come in here and I create my character. I always like to be in the Nord. I think the attributes and everything's better. If I do another playthrough, I might be like a Khajiit orc or whatever or something, but I choose to be a Nord. Yeah, I always make myself look old because I kind of feel old. Obviously, we know the part. You do the little intro, and then the guy gets the head cut off, and it kind of rolls off into the little basket. Took a nice long forever nap. And as we're about to get our head chopped off by the executioner, the dragon comes in and, you know, saves our tails. The dragon scared me right there. It was pretty bad. Of course, then we go through, we find the Imperial, and we kind of stay with him for a minute, and then they want to have this big-ass duel. They want to have this duel right here with a dragon flying around. Anyway, I usually choose to go with the storm cloak just because I like the armor better. Yeah, we try to sneak attack these guys, and of course you gotta beat the hell out of them. And of course I executed that one, just throat chopped him and teabagged him. And I'm kind of like a little guy. I want to go try and find like ingredients and potions and stuff like that. And then here I find like the weapon that I didn't think I was gonna like, but it's become my favorite weapon. And I also found the Spark Spell Tome. I do a lot of lock picking to level up my locks. And then here we are beating the hell out of another poor Imperial bastard. And this is also where I get the first bow. You really like using the bow in these games. I just like leveling up archery. It gives you a nice range attack as well. I also like going off the beaten path and finding these like little treasures and stuff, kind of exploring and things like that. So I do that quite often. And here we come up to this part with the bear. And you know, you can always sneak past it, but I'm just, no. We're gonna try and take that big mug down. And I save here because you never know. Things might go terribly wrong. Especially, you know, you would think being the beginning of the game it wouldn't. But yeah, we two-tap this bear. Easy money, easy money. We kill the bear and we go ahead and we exit out to Skyrim. And here, you know, you got some snowberries right there. You might want to pick those up. You also choose if you want to do survival mode here. That just seems like a hassle, and I just didn't want to do that. We might do that later. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments if we should try that at some point. Obviously, I want to do a playthrough first, but then I kind of break off. I head northeast, and I come across this Ember Shard mine, and this guy wanted to square up with me. Yeah, he says I shouldn't have come here, and I just annihilate him, throw him on the ground. I'm going through this mine, and I find this journal. If you guys know what that's for, let me know down in the comments. I'm just clearing it, and I find the, I guess the treasure room. I take a potato, and the Khajiit is not happy. I took his potatoes, but little does he know, he's just getting murked. I bash his skull in. And here we get our first level up. We're gonna loot before we level up, because why not? And as we keep clearing, we come across like a blacksmithing table, and we find another book that increases the smithing level. And I'd usually just choose health to begin with to get a little extra, and then we choose overdraw. Like I said, I like using bows a lot. Go ahead and use our clairvoyance tome. And we're in Riverwood. So we're gonna go on over here and we're gonna talk to this hoe. Start the quest and go talk to the Jarl of Whiterun. But before we do that, I said screw it, let's go over here to the Riverwood Trader, and we're gonna go ahead and grab the Golden Claw quest because I'm so close to being right there at it. Might as well. So I'm headed toward Bleak Falls Burrow. I see a Nirnroot and I grab it because if I remember correctly from years ago, there is a Nirnroot quest, and so I'm just gathering if I see them as I go. If I remember correctly, they're kind of hard to find, but after playing Oblivion Remastered, I know they're growing their water. We're almost there. We come across some more bandits, and we just slice her open and take her stuff. We'll leave the clothes on her for now. Then we discover Bleak Falls Burrow, and of course we're going to murk some more bandits because they're good-for-nothing scums who don't deserve anything, and we don't support those people here. Then of course we actually enter Bleak Falls Burrow. I swapped to the bow because usually it's easier to just try and kill these two while sneaking and do sneak attacks, do double damage. And we actually two-tapped the first one and the second one. They usually come straight for me and find me. I don't know why. I've started a lot of playthroughs, but I've never finished. And then we come to this part where he pulls the lever. I thought I could just kill him for the XP before he pulled the lever, but apparently not. And this puzzle was snake, snake, fish, and I think that's what every one of these is. I don't think it's an RNG thing. So snake, snake, fish. And that will open the door without getting pelted by arrows. Of course, we come across the thief book. And we read it and we gain more XP toward level 3. Then we'll go ahead and we're going to level up and we're going to choose stamina this time since I'm using the greatsword a lot. And then I'm going to choose the two-handed skill tree where my two-handed weapons do 20% more damage. And of course we run across the winded frostbite spider. You can kind of just hug this wall and pelt him with arrows, and usually that does the trick. Of course, then we gotta cut Avril the Swift down. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna cut you down, alright. Cut you down a couple pigs while I kill you. Because I know you have the golden claw. And he don't want to give it over. So why are we going to bother chasing him? We'll just knock him down now. We're level 4 now. So I'm just going to do health again. And then I'm also going to go ahead and do my two-handed skill tree again to make it 40%. So as you can see here, this Restless Drog didn't even stand a chance. So then we make our way to the room where you actually have to use the golden claw. This was really hard the very first time I did it, like years ago, because I didn't know what to do. But yeah, you just look at the old golden claw and it tells you the code right there. So that's all I had to do. And then we open up the door. That leads to the room where you find the word of power. Of course, I loot before I fight. I guess you could use this Blessed Imperial bow for this Dragger Overlord. There's no need. I've done beefed myself up enough, you know. We're just gonna chop his legs down and split him wide open. We're gonna go ahead and take the Dragon Stone because I remember that's for another quest. I believe it's for the wizard and the in Dragon's Reach. Go ahead and kill two birds with one stone. We're gonna fast travel back to Riverwood and get this quest over with. And actually, I did this dialogue twice and it didn't go through the very first time. So I had to do it again and it finally removed the golden claw from my inventory. I thought it was glitched there for a second. Yeah, we got 400 gold. Pimpin'. We already rich at the start of the game. And then I was kind of looking at the golden claw and yeah. If I would have hit him in the head, it probably would have get the guards called on me. And this hoe, she wanted me. She kept giving me my eyes, man. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for the very first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see more of these. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. Also been streaming a lot more, so be sure to turn that notification on. I'm also streaming on Kick as well. So kick.com/GirthyPython. We'll see you guys later with another video.